I'm Isaiah Kolunzik. In this special three-part series, we go behind the mask of the smash hit, Out to Lunch. The king of the extras, Greg. Greg, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Wonderful. This is the third time that we've interviewed together.
Yes, yes it is, and it's gets better each time.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
So, you're nicknamed the king of the extras, or the George Clooney of extras, if you will.
Well, I don't know about that. I just really take it to heart. I do what I have to be top of the extra game, and you call me whatever you want, but I'm just Greg. So.
How do you prepare for all of these roles and all of these major Hollywood films and TV shows?
Well, I watch a lot of movies with a lot of extras, and I just make sure how they move and how they stand and how they look, and I trim my beard to make sure I look great in the background.
Right. Because that's where you are.
That's where I am, and that's where I pride. I can't even think of the word right now, but it's great.
Out to Lunch's biggest fan, Bo Huang. Bo, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. So, you've been labeled as Out to Lunch's biggest fan.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you?
Yeah, I am.
Wonderful. Well, you won a competition to be here.
Sorry?
You won a competition.
Yeah. The competition about...
It was to see who could draw Dylan Mask the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Working with Rachel Selling.
Working with Rachel Selling. I mean, you know Rachel. So North America knows.
She's a North American darling. She's been nicknamed America's girlfriend.
Yes, as she should be. And she's just a pleasure to work with. I've had the pleasure of knowing her for about 7 years, and just watching her grow is, can I say this? It's arousing to watch her grow.
Well,
the way she does.
On those lines, there are some odd Hollywood Reporter incidents of you and her being seen together at certain restaurants and hotels. Do you care to comment on that?
We're just great friends, that's all. And she's amazing at what she does. Really good at what she does.
Rachel Selling.
Oh.
America's
Shit.
sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
Oh, give me a second right now. I'm a bit hot and bothered.
Yeah.
Hot and
Describe that
bothered.
feeling. Tell me what's going on.
Well, that
inside.
feeling is like a plethora.
Plethora.
A plethora of orgasmic explosions.
Wow.
Whenever I hear Rachel's name, I quiver. You understand me? I quiver. You know that?
You're doing it for me.
Rachel, she's a fine glass of tall skim milk. Yes, man. Take this mink.
I can have a mink?
A gift from me to you, man.
Wow.
Now
Jay
you,
Williams mink.
now you fly.
And what is it that you bring to the table in the sense of your extra background acting?
Just like little movements and certain ideas I may have about my character and the group of other actors that I may be around, like other extras.
Can you give me an example? Maybe a physical example?
Yeah, for sure. Like stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Could you do one more time for
Yeah.
me? A little exaggerated. The
A
camera's
little,
on you.
of course.
Of course. Wonderful.
Stuff like that.
Now, what if you were in a period piece? Would that change?
Yes, probably like Victorian would be more like
Wonderful.
things like.
Miss Rachel Selling, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Oh, very good. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming on Behind the Mask.
Yeah, I'm glad I could make it.
Perfect. Yeah, we are too. Well, first thing I want to ask is, how do you find working on Out to Lunch?
Oh, I had a blast. I thought it was super fun. Got to work with, really close friend of mine.
Dylan Mask.
Yes. Dylan and I go back, so it was good to see him again, through all the chaos and be able to be here and be part of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, there are some some great stories about you and Dylan. You know, some of you being seen in a hotel room and being seen at a restaurant together a couple of times, actually. And
Yeah.
is there something going on between you two?
We did a lot of table read kind of stuff at those restaurants. Obviously, it led to some other stuff, but I mean, like I said, we go
Other
back.
stuff. What's other stuff?
You want like specifics? You want me
Well,
to
I
break
mean,
it
we
down?
are on Behind the Mask. Please come behind the mask.
I'm sorry.
Can we get him out of the... Greg. No, there's no...
Not now?
Greg?
No, not ever. Greg, please, out of the background. Who the fuck brought this extra in?
Huh? Well, I have a surprise for you.
Sorry.
I have a surprise for you.
Surprise?
Dylan's here right now.
Oh my god.
Hello, Bo. How are you?
I'm good.
Bring it in. Here we are. Oh my.
Jay, your co-star, is a very big proponent of the Black Power movement. Does that interfere with his set persona?
No, not at all, actually. Jay is a mountain of a man, as you can see. And one of the reasons I cast him was because I love his passion for who he is and what he does. And I can remember actually casting Jay. There was no auditions. I actually saw him on set of a Gillette commercial. Gillette Jet Black. It's kind of their razor, if you will. And I remember just seeing this man, and I was just staring at him.
He's staring at me, all like sweaty and shit. I'm like this. If he comes close to me, I'm gonna fucking stab this white boy. You understand me? So what happened was, he's staring, touching his nipples and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, is he gay? Remember, I'm naked, right?
Right.
Watching Big J all sweaty and shit, touching himself and shit. I don't like that shit. You understand me?
And as I'm staring at him, the director calls cut, and he stares at me. And I start walking closer to him. And right there, we had a connection.
How close were you?
We were about 30 feet or so, but I was closing the distance. We're at 25 feet.
20.
I haven't blinked. Not because I don't want to, but this man is just drawing me in. You know? Almost like a tractor beam. Sucked me right in.
Anyways, came towards me now. Blade's ready to go. The blade is on point. Ready at any time to stab a nigga. You understand me? Because you know where we from. The streets, we stab. We don't talk.
Stabbing.
We stabbing.
And as I got closer, I thought, this is Eric. And I'm sure, you know, he felt the same way.
Starts talking about some series out to lunch. I'm like, is it bitches? He goes, yeah. I'm like, let's go. Now we here.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow. Inspiring story.
Yes, it is.
One of the greats.
I am the great.
The great Jay Williams. Wonderful. Wow.
Yes, man.
You took Jay and Jacob to Hot Pot. How was that experience with them?
Because that's a real Chinese food, and then the hot pot with
Chickens
the,
hanging in the window, everything.
No, it's not. Because
Sorry, I'm very illiterate when it comes to...
you can come with us and then give it a try.
Isaiah, I guess you're going to
Allowed
come
to come with
too.
you? Well,
Yeah, of
breaking
course.
news.
Sorry, we're cutting things short. We're all going to Hot Pot.
We're all going out to lunch.
Out to lunch.
Next time on Behind the Mask.
He does this thing, Finney does this thing where, you know, he gets naked and he just runs around recycling shit. And
He is, by far, the most difficult one to work with.
We should keep this subtle. It's beautiful the way it is. He didn't want that. So I simply said, okay, let's keep it in the medium. He said no, let's go close. Medium close, medium close.